Okay, you can go ahead and hit start now. Good morning, everybody. We're going to give it about 2 minutes just to give time for everybody to get into the webinar today. So thank you so much for joining us. We'll give it about 1 more minute. Hope everyone's having a good morning so far. All right, we'll go ahead and get started. Again, good morning and thank you for joining us for our webinar this morning of Mastering Efficiency, Unlock the Power of the BBB Response Portal. I am Jenny Tukeski, the Programming and Communications Manager here at the Better Business Bureau Midwest Plains. Just to let everybody know, we are recording the webinar this morning, and later on I will get a follow-up email sent out to you with the link to the webinar recording, the presentation information, as well as Denise's information too. We are fortunate to have our very own Vice President of Operations, Denise Grooney, with us this morning. Denise is a seasoned professional with nearly 14 years of experience with us here at the Better Business Bureau. Throughout her tenure at BBB, she has strategic leadership and operational excellence. Her responsibilities include overseeing vital operational departments, such as the dispute resolution, vetting, data quality, first responders, and trade practice. In today's webinar, she will demonstrate and discuss the functionalities of the BBB Response Portal, which are included in your accreditation. The BBB Response Portal is designed to make it easier to manage, view, and respond to complaints and also customer reviews. We ask if you have any questions to please go ahead and leave them in the Q&A area, and we will get to all of the questions at the end of the presentation. So we'll go ahead and get started. Denise, thank you so much for joining us this morning, and it is all yours.
Thank you, Jenny. So it's great to be here today. This is a newer tool that we have available for all of our accredited businesses, which is included in your accreditation. So before we get into a little bit about how this response portal works, I want to reiterate as to why this is important. Research has shown that integrity is the most important consideration for all age ranges. This is even true over customer reviews. So as you can see here with this graph, honesty, integrity remains the top consideration when a consumer is looking to do business with a particular company. And part of that honesty and integrity is being mindful of addressing complaints in a timely manner and with a good faith effort. So this is how the complaint process works if you're not utilizing the portal. When Better Business Bureau receives a complaint on your business, we send out an email communication alerting you that there is a complaint. Within that communication, there's a link that you can click that will pre-fill a code, and allow you to access that complaint details. So you can respond directly from this original email. But one of the things we found and what we heard from businesses that in particular have a higher complaint volume is that it's cumbersome to have to respond to each complaint by remembering the email that comes in. So we have created a solution, and that solution is our response portal. So as you can see here, we do have a large financial service firm that has been utilizing the response portal. And this is the feedback that we received from them, which is also very similar to the feedback we received from other companies that have been utilizing our response portal. That's why we wanted to have this webinar today, is to make sure that all of our accredited businesses are aware of this opportunity that you can use to help manage your complaints as well as your customer reviews. So first off, I'm going to share a little bit of screenshots, and then we will actually go into a live demo of the portal. So you can access the response portal two ways as an accredited business. If you log into your business login, which is going to bbb.org and clicking the business login located at upper right-hand corner, you can click on the tile that says Complaint Hub, and that will take you directly to the response portal. Or you can utilize a direct link to our response portal that you can bookmark. So that way, when you get that initial communication from us stating that there's a new complaint, that will prompt you to know to log into the response portal. So access for the direct link will have to be set up by a BBB team member. I do have my contact information at the end of this presentation. And if you're not already set up for direct access, I'd be happy to get you set up. So this is a screenshot of the quick overview of what you see once you log in. So the portal is intuitive in the sense that complaints and or reviews will be color coded. So as you can see here, this particular company had 3 complaints that need immediate attention, meaning after we sent that communication stating they had the 10 calendar days to respond, the window of their response is getting to the point that we need that response from the business. You can also navigate the green tab, which is going to show you any open complaints. And then you can see your orange tab is going to alert you of any complaints that require a response. So orange means it's still within the window. Red means requires immediate action. And then blue, which an accredited business can never have an unanswered or unresolved complaint, but it would alert you of that as well. Another benefit of the response portal is that you can go in and run specific reports for key data. This could be anything from a time frame that you want to see how your complaints are closing, whether that means answered, if they're resolved. You can also see the category, which is extremely beneficial. So as you can see here, this particular company, 77% of the complaints that came in last year were billing or collection issues. And this is important because this allows our companies that are accredited utilizing this portal to run data for key performance indicators, gives the business a sense of categories that they need to maybe work on to help reduce the amount of complaints coming in. So this is some great information. We've had a lot of feedback from accredited businesses once they realized this information was there to help make them a better business bureau while also reducing the complaint volume. So I am now going to access our live portal here. See, give me 1 second. I have to hop over to a different screen share. So once you log into the portal, whether that be through your business login in the Complaint Hub or through the direct link from the response portal, this is the page you're going to see. So this is a test file we have created. So it's going to show you, just as I previously demonstrated, the color coding. So this is going to tell you that there's one complaint that has been filed that is awaiting for a response. All you need to do is simply click the link, and it's going to take you to the complaint details. So this is the information we received from the consumer in reference to their complaint. So this letter looks very similar to the initial communication you receive, the steps on how do you take care of the complaint, what should you include in your response. So this will give you the overview. And then as you scroll down, you'll be able to see what exactly the consumer is complaining about, as well as the consumer's contact information. That way you can cross-reference who it is that you're speaking to, verify that it is a customer of yours that you've done business with, so that way you know how to respond. So as you continue to scroll down, you can respond right here. Basically, once you click on that, a box is going to appear to allow you the opportunity to type in your business response. You can also include any sort of attachments that may be necessary, such as photos, contracts, any sort of documentation to provide additional guidance. This blue box down here is important because this is if you're going to communicate directly to Better Business Bureau. So your cream box is you're communicating to the consumer. It's still channeled through the Better Business Bureau. But the blue box is if you maybe need more additional information from the consumer, you can let Better Business Bureau know what that information may be, and we will reach out to the consumer and ask for clarification. So if you click here, this is going to be your response. As I mentioned, you can submit attachments. Down here will tell you the file size requirements because there is a requirement as to size. So that way, if you do have a bigger file, you can always reach out to us directly, send that over in a zip file, whatever that may look like. But the size is important. So if you do have any errors, make sure that you're looking at the size of any particular attachments. Right here's the box that you type in the business response. So maybe that's, hey, we made a mistake. We did have a billing error, and here's the new billing. Or here's our good faith effort. We're willing to reduce the bill 50%, whatever that may be. So once you've typed that up, you just hit proceed, and your response will come directly to the Better Business Bureau. We will send it to the consumer for their chance to respond. Similar to a business, the consumer also have 10 days to either accept the business's response as this is resolved and satisfactory, or at times they may submit a rebuttal. Regardless, BBB will continue to communicate to you as the business where this complaint is in the process. In addition, if you go back to your home screen, you can also keep track of any open complaints here. So for this one, this is awaiting the initial response. Once you respond, it could say awaiting consumer response. If the complaint is closed, you can also see any closed complaints for future reference. Maybe the consumer comes back to you a year later and you recall that this complaint has gone through the Better Business Bureau. You can always use your search engine over here, your drop downs, and find a specific complaint and use the dates if you're looking for one in a specific time frame. So even though these are closed, these were all closed as information only or perhaps duplicate, as I mentioned, you can always go back in and find any of the closed complaints. That's another benefit of utilizing the response portal as opposed to responding directly through each of the individual emails. The response portal is going to give you an overview of all complaints filed at any given time frame, whereas those email communications, once the complaint is closed, that link provided in the email is no longer going to be active. So utilize your drop downs over here for anything complaint related. Previously, I talked a little bit about the data great for key performance indicators. So your complaint statistics is where you're going to locate any of that data. So you can use different ranges here for dates. You can also sort by if you want to know complaints that were open dates, complaints that have been closed dates, and really customize the data for what you're looking to see. So perhaps your team meets weekly or monthly and goes over key performance indicators. This would be great data to include in those meetings, so that way you can keep an eye on the different types of complaints that are coming in to assist and get a wider picture of your overall volume. And as I mentioned at the beginning, this is also similar for customer reviews. So this portal essentially is your one-stop shop for responding, managing, and viewing any customer reviews or complaints. So this particular file does not have any reviews, but if they did, this is where they would show up. And then once you do access the portal, if you ever want additional information on navigating it, we do have a nice helpful video that you can watch. And you can also change your password using the help dropdown. So as mentioned, the feedback we've received so far from businesses that have utilized the tool is that it's easier for the team to manage. You can have multiple people accessing the response portal. So how a lot of companies that we've worked with utilize this tool is that they wait for that email prompt to come in, then they'll go ahead and log into the response portal to view and manage that complaint. So let me hop back over here real fast to the PowerPoint. Jenny, do we have any questions in the chat at this time?
No, none at this time.
Okay. So we hope that you find this beneficial. If you do have questions, I would love to answer those for you at this time. Here's my direct contact information as well. So if you need any assistance navigating the portal, or if you'd like to be set up with direct access to the response portal as opposed to logging into the business login area, I'd be happy to set that up for you as well. Just shoot me over an email or give me a call on my direct number here, and we'll get that taken care of for you. I just wanted to reiterate, this is such a valuable tool for our accredited businesses. Non-accredited businesses do not have free access into our response portal. So as an accredited business, please be sure that you're utilizing this tool. If you need another demo of your complaints, I'd be happy to schedule one with your team. Feel free to reach out and we can make that happen.
Denise,
so if there's,
I was gonna say, I just have a question. When you say that there's a 10-day response, is that business days or 10 days in general that they have to respond to a complaint?
So the 10 days is calendar days. If for any reason the business needs an extension, maybe they're doing more research before they can culminate a business response, you are certainly welcome to reach out to BBB. We would be happy to offer you an extension. We have found 10 days seems to be the sweet spot to create that urgency while also giving a business ample time to respond. However, we do understand, there's vacations, there's team members out, whatever the situation may be. If you ever need an extension, just let us know. And you can easily do that through that blue button that I showed previously on reaching out to the Better Business Bureau directly by requesting that.
And then what happens if a company does not respond to a complaint, being accredited or non-accredited?
So as an accredited business, you do adhere to our code of business practices. We went over those with you when you joined and became a member, an accredited business with Better Business Bureau. So an accredited business cannot have an unanswered or unresolved complaint. However, if we have sent out the communication, have not heard from our accredited business in 10 calendar days, we'll send out a reminder. And then our dispute settlement team will start reaching out by phone to make sure that the emails are going to the right person, and to discuss that complaint further so we can get that business response. The non-accredited business works very similar in the same fashion, but as a non-accredited business, they're not adhering to our code of business practices. Therefore, we do have non-accredited businesses that have complaints that go as unanswered or unresolved, unfortunately.
And then also, what if a complaint cannot be agreed upon by the business and the consumer? What happens then?
BBB does have the discretion to offer arbitration. As an accredited business, that is free of charge. So if a complaint cannot go through our conciliation process that we use, then, and both parties are communicating, but essentially our team realizes this complaint between the business and the consumer are never going to see eye to eye, we will offer arbitration at that point.
Awesome. I am not seeing any other questions. So if we want, we'll go ahead to the next slide. Thank you. So with that, we just wanted to let everybody know about just some of our upcoming events that we have, and to continue to check out our website, bbbinc.org, throughout the year, just to see what else we have coming up and that we're planning on. Just for the remainder of May and the beginning of June, these are the events that we have. We hope to see you there for those events. Also, we just wanted to let everybody know that on September 24th, that is our 27th annual Torch of Awards Ethics Luncheon. To celebrate the winners who have won this, we are excited to state that the winners have been announced last week on Facebook on our page. So if you have not seen who the winners are, please check it out. Our Torch Awards, Spark Awards, and our Student of Integrity Award announcements are on our Facebook page there. Next slide then. This is my contact information. Again, I am Jenny Tukeski, and if you have any events or programs that you would like to see the Better Business Bureau put on, please contact me and let me know. I would love to discuss those opportunities with you. And also, we just wanted to say once again, thank you for all of you for taking time out of your busy schedule to come to this webinar today and learn about the response portal. And Denise, thank you so much for your time in educating us about the response portal. And hopefully everybody's able to go in there, look around, and get familiar with the information. Lastly, we have a quick survey. You can scan the QR code to fill out that survey. Also, again, we will send a follow-up email out to you today with a link to the webinar, the presentation, and a link to the survey, just to help us out so we can always improve to be better. Again, thank you so much, everybody, and have a good day.